Okay, so today just a webinar to kind of go over the operations scorecard. Some of you are probably already getting this on a weekly basis, but just want to take some time to kind of review it and kind of go over the information that we provide every week through that scorecard. If we have time, we'll also go into some trend graphs that we also generate at the end of every calendar quarter and send to you as well. So please stop me if you have any questions. It's supposed to be a kind of an interactive session. So again, appreciate your taking time out to attend. I know everybody's very busy, so appreciate taking time today. Okay, so I just want to kind of go over a couple of things. This is the scorecard. So you kind of see in the first thing to point out in the upper left, this is the week end. August 31st. So again, with this scorecard, we send these out basically 5 times a month. The first week is the 1st through 7th. The second week is 8th through 14th. And then the last week of the month is the 29th through 30th or 29th through 31st, depending on what month that we're in. The other things to point out, you can see the format. We have the week-to-date view, month-to-date view, as well as year-to-date. And then we try to put a legend at the top to kind of give you some information on what the different colors mean. Sometimes it's trying to recall is difficult what the different colors mean. So anyway, the gold color is indication that in that specific area or metric you're performing above goal. Green color is indicative that you're performing below last year. Below goal but better than last year. And then a red color is indication you're performing below last year in that area. Okay. This particular one we're taking a look at obviously has 2 stores, so we break out the side-by-side store performance, and then obviously the totals here. So that first week-to-date column is really just 3 days of performance, the 29th to 31st. Obviously the middle is the whole month of August, and then obviously the year-to-date is January 1st through August 31st. Really, the intent of the scorecard obviously is to obviously give you a performance of how you're doing overall from an operations standpoint, and all the key metrics and areas that we'll go over here soon, as well as category performance. And then another basically a goal of this one that you can use it for is to measure how your current promotion or event is doing, kind of how effective or ineffective it is, based on the data here. And we actually use this in a weekly management review to kind of go over the numbers. It's very easy to see visually what areas you're performing well in, as well as areas that maybe need some more attention. So today I'll just go through on the left-hand side here, all the metrics and information. Again, some of you, this may be a refresher, but again, feel free to ask any questions. So we'll start with sales. Again, we focus on written sales only. Basically, we compare to last year as well as performance to goal. So this particular example, sales are up 28% for the month of August compared to August last year, and then up 9% year to date. And then we also look at obviously margin dollars, comparing that to last year and to goal. So up 22% for the month of August and up 9% for the year to date. The next section we get into number of sales orders are basically the number of tickets that were written. Again, you can see side by side with the stores for month to date as well as year to date. And then from there we look at 3 different average sale numbers. The first one is the average sale greater than $200. This is just, we want to take a look at a view of the average sale where we're essentially removing accessories and some possibly some lower price occasional tables to kind of give you an average sale for the business and operation. The next average sale is the one you're probably most familiar with. It includes all categories overall, and then the one at the bottom there, furniture average sale, is essentially we're removing mattresses to give you that average sale. So just looking at a average sale for just furniture. Okay. So in this case, if you look at this example, all 3 average sales are up year to date, up 4% for that average sale greater than $200. Average sale up 2% overall, and then the furniture average sale up 19%. Okay. And then we get into traffic. Again, as you know, we can we pull different I see people measure traffic differently, whether they're using a door counter or a manual up system. With this, we can pull either information here. So again, really to overall looking at is your traffic up or down for the year as well as for the month. So obviously this specific example, someone's way, significantly up 80% for the month, and then up 75%. So I assume this particular retailer had some type of change in the way they were collecting traffic, possibly that drove that type of significant increase, or that possibly obviously could have opened a new store, but not likely in this case. The other thing I forgot to mention, I'm going to scroll back up to the top. You see right below the week to date, month to date, year to date, those gray boxes. We put a formula in here. So if you look at, for example, in the month to date column, so obviously sales are up 28%. So then what we want to look at is basically what the three levers are that drive sales. So obviously it's traffic, it's success rate or close rate, and average sale. So for this month to date view, obviously traffic is way up at 80%. Success rate is down 29%. And then the average sale is up 1%. So more than likely, what's driving the overall sales for the entire month of August is really traffic. That's the number one driver based on that the formula in those three different areas: traffic, close rate, and average sale. Similar story if you look at the calculation for the year-to-date view. So obviously sales are up 9%, traffic is up 75%. Success rate or close rate down 39%, and then average sale is up 2%. So obviously positive, the average sale is up 2% for the year, but again, a significant increase in traffic. So that's probably a bigger driver overall, driving that sales to be up 9% for the year. Okay. So just want to point that out as you receive these each week. We do have those formulas there to kind of give you an idea of maybe what's driving the business for the week, the month, and as well as the year. All right, so back on traffic. Below traffic, we have the term success percent, also known as close rate. So really how effective you're closing based on the traffic that's coming in the door. And then from that, we also can calculate a sales per guest number. So looking at total sales divided by traffic. Now get you a sales per guest number for the store, for each store basically, and then the stores combined. And then we basically start getting into some of the category information. Obviously we look at overall protection dollars. We compare that to last year and to goal. So again, you can clearly see in this whole section there's a lot of gold color, which is good. So this retailer is performing above goal in several areas. Maybe the month to date for the I think store number 2 maybe is actually below last year in that area, but everything else is all gold. So again, this is maybe an area of focus that this specific retailer is maybe spending more time on, but you can see based on the results here. So below the protection, we had protection percentage of furniture sales. We look at obviously margin dollars and margin percent, and then we also take a look at basically protection and delivery combined. And we do that because some retailers now are basically offering free delivery if the customer purchased protection. So that's why we are grouping both protection and delivery to give you that view as well. As you see, as we get further down, we also have delivery broken out separately. So we still have that view available, but we also put this view at the top here so you can kind of see together those how you're doing with protection and delivery combined. Okay. Any questions so far?
Hey, Brian, that goal percentage, what is that? Does it vary, or is it a set amount that you're putting in there?
So the goal percent, so what we do is typically, as a default, we put in a plus 10% over the previous year. And obviously, if you would like to have different goals, basically we plug that in. We can do a monthly goal or an annual goal. Again, basically look at the baseline as the previous year performance. And so we look at the goals in some of the key areas such as obviously sales, margin, average sale. So it's really basically getting input from you on what your goal would like to be.
Okay, thanks.
Sure. Okay. And then we get into, again, specific categories such as mattresses here. So overall mattresses, this example, strong month of August, up 26%. And then for the year, up 6%. We also track number of mattress tickets overall. And then we also, up above, we looked at 3 different average sale numbers. We also, in the mattress section, include an average sale for mattresses. And then we also look at a overall percentage of sales in the mattress category relative to total sales. Look at margin dollars, comparison to last year. And then 2 additional areas that we started mapping out and including in the scorecard is mattress essentials. Again, this is somewhat dependent if you have it as a separate grouping or category within your point of sale system. But when you talk about mattress essentials, we're essentially referring to pillows and sheets. So what we do there, obviously, we look at the dollars, and this is basically a subcategory of the overall mattress category. So we compare, look at sales dollars, comparison to last year, and then we look at also a percentage of mattress sales. So what percentage of your mattress sales are in pillows and sheets? So this particular example is for year to date, it's at 10.3% overall. And then below that is we also look at adjustable bases as a percentage of mattress sales. So again, this is basically an attachment rate based on dollars. It's difficult for us to be able to pull out the actual number of units of adjustable bases to look at a pure attachment rate based on quantities. So this is more of an attachment rate based on dollars. So again, in this particular example, overall month to date at 13% of mattress sales are in adjustable bases, and then for year to date it's at 15%. Okay, and as I've worked with obviously some of you and different clients in the past, if there's a specific area or metric that you want to kind of see how you're doing relative to maybe some of the other clients that are on the tools, just let me know. I can quickly put together basically a year-to-date view of that, a simple bar chart, kind of showing how you, if you will, stack up against some of the other folks that are on the tools. Obviously not without disclosing their names. But again, just to kind of show you where you stack up. So that's mattresses. And then from there, the format, as you can see, is pretty much you have the category name, total sales, comparison to last year, and then percentage of furniture sales, margin dollars, and margin percent. So again, this a lot of gold. If you look at the year-to-date column on the far right, a lot of gold colors there. So basically, again, gold is good. So for motion category, up 32% for year-to-date for this retailer. Upholstery is up also significantly, up 20%. Okay. Again, for those that have the multiple operations, this is very helpful because, again, you can see side by side how each store is performing. You can see maybe some differences. For example, in upholstery, if you look at the month of August, for upholstery margins at 41.9% in store 1, but 47.9% in store 2. So that could be driven by obviously different merchandise, pricing, etc. So, but a 6-point difference in margin, I would say, is pretty significant. So again, that's kind of the value in having this type of tool with the scorecard information. So having a side-by-side information for each store. When we get into recliners, again, the same format, obviously up 5% for a year, and then up 19% for the month of August. And then, again, we just go through the rest of the categories here. And as you'll notice, if you look at the sales dollars, so $508,000 for motion for year to date, $390,000 in upholstery, $335,000 in recliners. So as we go down this list, the overall dollars is reduced based on, basically we have it ranked or prioritized based on dollar sales for each category. So again, also as we go down, obviously these would be smaller impacts to your overall business as well, based on dollars. Okay. And so bedroom, dining, outdoor, occasional, and then delivery. Like I mentioned before, we do have the delivery broken out here. So you can kind of see both protection broken out as well as delivery by itself. So again, kind of going back to the top, this particular retailer is up 9% for the year. And you can quickly scroll through the categories. So protection's up 25%, mattresses are up 6%, motion's up 32%, upholstery's up 20%, recliners up 5%, bedrooms up, dining's up. Basically, the only category that's down is outdoor for this specific retailer. So that's obviously very positive, with all categories being up with the exception of one. Okay. So again, the idea here is just it's really an overall scorecard for your business to see how you're doing, obviously on a weekly basis, and it's a good measurement to see how you're performing in each of the categories as well as some of the key metrics and areas. Okay. All right. Any questions?
Could you explain the difference between the two average sales?
Yeah, so the right below the number of tickets, we have 3 different average sales. So an average sale greater than $200. So essentially, we're removing accessories and lower price, again, for example, occasional tables. So we only look at basically larger ticket items in that one. And then the second one, the labeled average sale, that's the most common that you're probably familiar with. Basically includes all categories. Okay. And then the third one, furniture average sale, is we're removing mattresses. So just looking at a overall furniture average sale.
Okay, so in furniture average sale, the only category in there is mattresses?
Excluded. The only one that's excluded mattresses.
Excluded.
Yeah, and some of and depending on the client, we may exclude flooring if they carry flooring, or if they're carrying appliances, we will exclude those as well. But the goal is to give you just a furniture average sale. As you know, mattresses and flooring, depending on the client, can be a significant piece of their business. So being able to break that out and understand that difference is what we're trying to get to.
Okay, I got you. So the first average sale, that's certain categories. And then the next average sale is everything combined?
Yeah, so the first one over $200 is basically, it's all categories looking at any ticket that's greater than $200. So if the total ticket's greater than $200, it's going to be included in that calculation. If somebody came in and just bought a candle for $10 and walked out, that ticket wouldn't be included.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for explaining that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Any other questions on this scorecard?
Yeah, I've got one, Brian. On
Okay.
protection, this is Dave.
Yes.
Where do you typically put mattress pads? I know we put it in Mattress Essentials, but is that where what's the normal practice, I guess?
Yeah, that's a great question, Dave. And so we try to keep that the same across everybody within Furniture First, so we can have a good comparison and provide you some good insight. So the goal of protection is just the furniture protection or the adjustable base protection that you would buy. That basically covers that accidental or extended warranty type information. The Mattress Essentials, or the pillows, the sheets, the mattress pads, and so forth, we call those Mattress Essentials, and we report those under the mattress section.
Okay, good. Alrighty.
Okay. All right. Good questions. Thank you. Okay. So we'll just spend a couple minutes taking a look at some of the charts here. So what we try to do, if we can, is obviously we try to pull, 6 or 7 years worth of history data as we generate these. These are basically tools that we generate at the end of every calendar quarter. And the idea here, obviously, is to see how you're performing kind of year over year. And with these, I guess, keep in mind we're looking at the same period in each of these years. So if we look at this sales trends, this is through August 31st or end of week 5 in August of each of those years. Okay, so it's not so again, 2014, 2015 in this view is not the entire year of 2014 and 15. It's just through August 31st of each of those years. So again, you can see this particular retailer peaked, it looks like in 2013, the highest, and is declined kind of year over year, but the last couple of years is on an upward trend there. And then average sale, again, 2014, 15, 16 were a little bit higher in overall average sale, and then the last 2 years has come down. And again, if we have a goal, we'll put that as that kind of hatch pattern bar on the far right of these graphs. Again, looking at the traffic, again, we saw the huge increase in number traffic as well as the overall percentage. And if you look at the close rate or success percent on the right, it went down again. So this is more likely due to a significant change in the way that this particular retailer was collecting traffic. But again, I'd see what's maybe not this drastic or significant, but if you look at your own, possibly your own operation and data, if you look at your traffic trends, this is I would say this is somewhat normal as far as a decline year over year in traffic. This is more of a common, I guess, challenge or issue with the overall furniture industry. So that's why we also kind of going back to the point on the scorecard, we actually put the calculation for what's driving sales. Is it traffic? Is it the close rate or average sale? So again, if the traffic is declining, obviously you have 2 ways to make that up. You obviously close rate or average sale. That's why, again, it's important to spend some time taking a look at this information and data for your operations. And then margin dollars, again, down in 2016 and 17, but up significantly in margin dollars here in 2018 for this example. Margin percent relatively flat here. Protection is way up again. Looks like a record year. On pace for a record year in 2018 for protection for this retailer. And then I see a very nice trend here on the right-hand side. Year-over-year improvements as looking at protection as a percentage of furniture sales. And then with these, we'll get to obviously categories. So basically, the format here is the chart on the left is dollars, and then the chart on the right is either a percentage of total sales or a percentage of furniture sales. So this particular retailers continue to drive and increase their mattress business. And then percentage of sales on the right, pretty healthy last 2 years, almost 30% of their business are mattresses. Again, a significant uptick here in motion, up to 500,000 from 2017-18. Again, the point here is just a quick visual to show you are you improving or declining in each of these categories based on dollars as well as a percentage basis. I won't go through the rest, but those are the ones that are receiving these. You probably understand the format. But again, really to identify business opportunities moving forward in some of these key areas. That's really the intent of generating these for you and sending these out. Okay, we'll take a look at one more set of numbers here and information. So this is called basically a category view. So these two charts, the first one on the left is looking at sales dollars, and then the chart on the right is looking at margin percent. So what we do here is we compare the same period in the current year to the same period in the previous year. So the idea is to see if you're, again, a quick visual to see are you increasing or decreasing or staying flat in categories based on sales. So you can see protection slightly up from 17 to 18, up again in mattresses. A significant increase there in motion dollars. Again, you can see there towards the left of that graph. Upholstery's up and so on. And then the chart on the right, like I said, is a margin percent. So not any significant, I guess, observations here other than the particular case, this flooring is down a few points there in margin. Okay. So let's see sales and margin, and then we also take a look at here, looking at average sale. So average sale is made up the average number of pieces per category, as well as the average price per item. So basically, you take the chart in the middle, multiply it by the chart on the right, and you get the average sale, which is the result with the chart on the far left. So again, same concept. Basically, we take a look at the current year, year to date. So through August 31st of 2018 is the red bar, and then through August 31st of 17 is the blue bar. So you can kind of see what's from an average sales standpoint, what categories are up or down or flat. So obviously there's a significant decrease in average sale for mattresses for this retailer, as well as motion, and as well as bedroom. But a couple things, and I pointed this out to several retailers already as we start looking at this data. It's a common theme that we're seeing more and more of. If you look at on the chart on the far left, the motion average sale for 2018 is roughly $1,700. If you look at the stationary upholstery average sale for 2018 is around $1,100. So the difference in average sale between those two categories is roughly $600. So again, as you start to look at this information and data, obviously a significant takeaway is that again, if someone comes into your store looking for living room furniture, you want to start them out in motion because that's the potentially get the higher average sale. Okay. Again, we've seen the range here on that difference between stationary upholstery average sale and motion average sales kind of range from $400 up to $900. So that's a significant impact, or could be a significant impact on your business. So this is something obviously you want to educate your team, your sales managers, and possibly even your sales staff with this information. Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. Well, like I said, we'll send the link out to the recording. I appreciate everybody's time today. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me, and either send me an email or give me a call.
Well, thanks a lot, Brian.
All right.
Thank you
you.
so
Have a good
much.
rest of the day. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.